Hey, it's Holly Dunaway, former boxing champion, and today I wanted to go over a little bit of footwork. So if you are right-handed, you're going to stand with your left foot forward, and you want your feet to be sort of diagonal and not, you don't want to be too sideways and you don't want to be too squared off either. So perfectly diagonal. Keep your knees bent at all times. Try to stay loose and keep your weight in the center. All right, so first we're gonna practice coming forward. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna push off that back foot and slide forward. Now backwards. There you go. Come forward again. Backwards again. Just small steps, don't waste a lot of energy. Should go over how to hold your gloves. I think it's better to hold your gloves up against your face. This is a preference thing and a stylistic thing. So everybody can choose their own path, but I find if I leave my glove out here and somebody hits my glove, I'm hitting myself. So I'd rather just keep it snug against here. That way I can brace for impact. And no matter how hard they hit me, I absorb everything on my glove and my arm and elbow. So you want to keep your elbows in. Try not to have the chicken wings so you're easy to hit in the body. Whenever you're guarding your body, you're not going to drop your hands down. You're just going to each side. Just lean to each side and the elbow will block it. Somebody throws something in the middle, just pinch those elbows together and bring them back to the center. All right, so let's do a little more footwork. Let's go to the left. So if you're going to go to the left, you're going to step with the left foot first, just like that. So it's kind of like basketball movement. If you ever played basketball, but instead you want to keep your left leg forward, keep your legs diagonal. There you go. Back to the right, right leg first. Left leg first. Stay in your stance. Keep that left leg forward at all times. If you're a southpaw, keep the right foot forward at all times. All right, let's get up on our toes a little bit. On the pad, when I say on our toes, I mean on the pad of your foot right here. So let's go forward, you're gonna slide. Now slide backward. Slide forward again, slide backward. Now we're gonna go to the left. Push off left foot first, slide. Right foot first, slide. There you go, it's called lateral movement. All right, now let's work on maybe rolling. So this is a defensive move. Whenever somebody's throwing a wide hook at you, you just drop. You can just drop right where you're at and then roll to the punch. I know it seems crazy rolling to the punch, but you're really rolling underneath the punch, but in the direction the punch is coming. You just got to get low and get underneath it, because after you make them miss, they're wide open, so you can make them pay. All right, so we're gonna add that in with some footwork. You're gonna drop over the right knee, roll to the left, and then keep going to the left. Stop, drop over the left knee, roll to the right, and then keep going to the right. Same thing, so just weave to the left, roll to the left. Weave to the right, keep going to the right. This is a technique, instead of making them miss and making them pay, you're making them miss and getting out of there. Otherwise known as running. Good. All right, we can work on a little bit of pivots now. All right, so on a pivot, you're usually leaving your front foot, your left foot forward. You're leaving it right where it's at. And you're either stepping this way or you're stepping this way with your right foot. So someone's right here, say you throw a punch, and their glove, it hits their glove, right? So if you step back and then throw that same punch, it gives you just a little bit better of an angle to where you're not throwing your glove right to where their glove is at. You step back and you can throw it right in between their gloves. So that little bit of pivot gives you a better angle to land the punch. Same way with pivoting this way. Best punch usually when you're pivoting to the right is a left hook, because it'll go right in between. If you're standing in front of someone, you go to throw a left hook, you might land it on the side. They may block it, land it right there. You might land it on an arm. But if you pivot to the right, then throw it, it's gonna come right in between their gloves, right in the middle, instead of on the side. So let's try the pivot. Step to the right, left hook, step back. Pivot to the right, left hook, step back, right hand. Pivots are a little bit advanced moves. All right, let's work on some combos now. So we're gonna put some combos together, actually turn this into a little bit of a workout. So let's do double jab, right hand, which is jab, jab, right hand. Now we're gonna pick up the pace. Jab, jab, right. Make sure whenever you throw the right that you turn on the pad of the right foot, because the right hand is a power punch. Every punch in boxing is a power punch with the exception of the jab. The jab is not a power punch. It's more like it's kind of a weak, long, it's your longest punch. It's your fastest punch. It takes the least amount of energy because it uses the least amount of muscle groups to throw it. Everything else, you've got to get down and turn on that punch, which really uses these muscles in here, your obliques and your lats. Whereas a jab's more, it's like get back. It's a defensive punch. It's a resting punch. So again, your second jab's gonna look like your first. Bring it all the way back to your face. Jab, jab, right hand. Now let's add a left hook after that. Jab, jab, right hand, left hook. Go a little faster. Jab, jab, right hand, left hook. Again, jab, jab, right hand, left hook. All right, now let's throw 2 left hooks. Second one is gonna look just like the first. Left hook, left hook. Make sure you bring that elbow across the face. Just in case you miss it, you're guarded. And that elbow only comes up while you're turning, and then go right back, elbow down. Make sure you turn on that left foot if you're throwing the left punch. Now 2 right hooks. Chin over the right knee. Take it straight from your face, right to the side of their head. You can land it this way, or you can land it this way with the thumb up. It's a matter of preference. Make sure you turn on the right foot. Put them together. One more. Good. All right, now we're gonna do right hook, left hook, right hook, left hook. Right, left, right, left. Make sure you turn. Every time you throw the right, turn on the right. Every time you throw the left, turn on the left. All right, now we're gonna hook off the jab. This doesn't seem like it would be a great punch combo. Sorry about all the hair. Should have just braided it. All right, but it actually is, because whenever you throw the jab, it's more of a tester. You don't really care if you land that jab. But you're throwing the jab with the intention of throwing that hook off with the jab. So whenever you throw the jab, you're gonna turn to the left as you bring it back to your face. And you're gonna look at that moment and see if that left hook is there. So if they cover up whenever you throw the jab, it's there. Because guess what? If they just went like this, you got at least a second to throw a punch at them without them punching back, because they're in the process of covering up, right? So throw the feeler jab out there. As soon as they cover up, as you're bringing it back, get down there. And if they ain't there, if they moved out of the way, cool, don't throw it. But if you throw the jab and they cover up, like really sit down on that left hook. You see it's there and you kind of planned it ahead of time. You can really get down there. Don't rush it. It doesn't have to be a boom, boom. You can take your time. You can, you know how you're slipping punches, you can get to each side and not throw any punches. You see a lot of fighters in pro fights, they'll be wasting time off the clock just doing this. And it's not wasted energy. Because if you're down here and you see an opening, well, you're down over the left side, so the opening on the left side is going to be your strongest. So pick you an uppercut while you're down there. You're down here on the right side and you see them cover up, right to the body. So let's do some more combos. Let's do right uppercut, left hook, straight right hand. Drop over the right knee, right uppercut. Come up on the pad of that foot. Left uppercut, left hook, straight right hand. Do it again, a little faster. Drop over the right. Right uppercut, left hook, right hand. All right, let's mix some rolling and punches together. We're gonna drop over the right knee, roll to the left, left hook, right hand, left uppercut, right hook. Yeah, we're getting a little complicated. All right, roll to the left. Do it again. Roll to the left, left hook, right hand, left uppercut, right hook. Okay. All right, now let's just go back to a basic 1, 2, 3. Jab, right hand, left hook. Make sure you turn all the way on that right hand so you're already there for the left hook. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, now I want to do what we would call a Roy Jones leaping left hook. So usually when you throw hooks, a hook is a short punch. It's only that far away from your face, whereas a straight punch is that long. So you want to be in closer proximity to someone when you throw the hook. And the exception would be a leaping left hook. So before you throw it, you definitely want to drop down here over your left knee. You don't want to throw it from here. You want to have the advantage and have a little bit of power on that punch. Even though it's going to be a little wider than a normal punch, so you are going to lose a little bit of power by losing form. But you can also hit somebody from across the ring, or halfway across the ring, with a left hook. So what you do is you're going to drop over the left knee, and you're still going to take it straight from your face to the side of their head, but you're going to push off this back foot. Push off the pad of your foot and then leap in. And you're making a strong towards them, all right? Get down there. One more time. Drop down here and leap in. Jump. All right, here's a defense technique. Instead of using footwork to get out of the way when someone throws a punch, you can leave your feet right where they're at. Make sure you cover up and keep your chin down at all times. This is boxing. So whenever someone throws a punch, you can just lean back with your upper body and miss the punch. And then you're still right there within punching range to hit them. So we're gonna practice. It's called a pull, and then come back with a straight right hand. So imagine they're throwing a punch at you, lean back out of the way, chin down, gloves up, come back. Pull, right hand. Make them miss, make them pay. Again, pull, right hand. Good. An easy land on that is if somebody throws a jab out there. So you can pull from the jab and then go over the top of their jab with a straight right hand. All right, guys, that concludes it for today. I'll see you tomorrow on YouTube or on hollydunaway.com.